Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends and colleagues. I'm delighted to welcome you all to the formal inauguration of I, Stephanie Boyce, as the 177th President of the Law Society of England and Wales. I'm especially pleased to be able to have you all here in person this evening. The Law Society Hall is a much better, more vibrant place when it's filled with members making use of it. And with the pandemic receding, I hope we'll see all of you back more frequently in the future. Of course, this is a slightly different inauguration than usual, as Stephanie's already been serving as our President for the past 7 months. Her early elevation to the presidency meant that she served a truncated vice presidential term, and as such has had less time to prepare for her presidency than presidents who come before her. That said, she has managed to hit the ground running and made an immediate impact in such circumstances. It's a testament to her energy, determination and resolve. These are qualities Stephanie has exhibited from the very beginnings of her career, when she made use of the access to qualification route to overcome the fact that her US educational qualifications were not recognised in this jurisdiction. They are qualities that marked her out during a successful career in legal practice, encompassing in-house roles in corporate governance, regulatory frameworks, and professional regulation. And these qualities ultimately saw her become the first person of colour to be elected President of the Law Society. It's been my pleasure to work alongside Stephanie these past 7 months, so please join me in welcoming I, Stephanie Boyce, the 177th President of the Law Society.
Thank you to my fan club at the back. Fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, welcome. Back in March, when I became president, I became the 177th, the 6th female, the first black office holder, and the first person of colour in the Law Society's almost 200-year history to hold this position. So, I am not a passive reaction to changing attitudes and opportunities in the sector. I have fought hard to get to where I am today, and will always fight for diversity, dynamism, and equality, and social opportunity in the legal profession. I am living testament to the growing social opportunity in the legal profession, but I also recognise that more needs to be done to ensure that talented individuals can progress in the law, stay in the law, and thrive in the law, regardless of their background. It is an absolute privilege to serve as your president. Standing here today, that privilege has not diminished in the slightest. I have had many months of meeting with, listening to, and representing the profession, and found it so eminently rewarding. Indeed, the sense of privilege has grown in line with my understanding of just what the Law Society can achieve, alongside and on behalf of the profession for whom we speak. I also welcome that this is taking place in person, that we can meet once again face to face, and you can bear witness to my happiness and gratitude at being president. 7 months ago, I said that although the streets surrounding Chancery Lane were quiet, the legal infrastructure that underpins our country was bustling. I am pleased to report that the bustle has begun to return to Chancery Lane and to everywhere solicitors go about their business, giving sound advice in the best interest of their clients. This is still an unexpected time, an unpredictable time, and ultimately a time for change. And in that uncertainty, solicitors are a rock people can rely on to give them a sense of surety. 7 months ago, I also said that change in the legal sector would be powered by equality, diversity and inclusion and social mobility. And I stand by this and invite you all to judge me on my time in office. The Achieving Change Together Roundtable, which I launched in 2020, have given us unparalleled insight into the experiences of Black, Asian, and ethnic minority legal professionals. We learnt that Black solicitors are more likely to move from working in a firm to in-house, that there has been less progress in recruiting Black talent than from other minority ethnic groups in recent years, and that Black lawyers have suffered from an expectation that they will lead discussions on diversity within their organisation. And armed with this information, and much more besides, we have since communicated our findings to firms, large and small, members, businesses, and shared services, giving them the tools and resources necessary to boost their efforts at increasing diversity and inclusion and social mobility. Information on target setting, terminology, and work allocation. And October is Black History Month, and it is even more fitting to look back upon our successes and consider the real decisive change we are helping firms and businesses to achieve. Change that will meaningfully affect the lives and careers of talented, driven solicitors who are facing unjust impediments due to their race. Indeed, our work on diversity and inclusion has been so well received, not just from my time as an office holder, but also from the endeavours of those that have gone before, that I was invited to speak as an authority on the subject alongside the likes of US former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. And of course, Hillary Clinton isn't the only lawyer we speak to. We have a duty to represent some 200,000 solicitors, and we cannot do that if we don't listen to their experiences, their needs, and their concerns. And that is why I am delighted by the success of our Town Hall programme, launched this year to entrench relationships with local law societies and create an open forum for discussion of pressing issues. And our summer town hall was attended by senior representatives from almost 40 local law societies and almost 20 council members alongside the Vice President, law society staff and myself. There we heard, and I hope understood, the issues concerning solicitors across the country, from the proposed closure of the Solicitors Indemnity Fund to the effect of lockdown on mental health, from regulatory burdens to the future of dispute resolution in the regions, from court closures to the development and supervision of junior lawyers. These are issues concerning solicitors at the coalface of legal work in this jurisdiction, from Harrogate to Huddersfield, from Westminster to Westmoreland, from Northampton to Newcastle. And we are listening to them. And I am delighted that we have ongoing work streams around all the issues I mentioned and more. We take our obligation to speak for the profession seriously. And lots of work is still in train. Reversing a number of court closures is a central ask in our efforts to influence the UK government's levelling up strategy. We have already helped delay the closure of the Solicitors Indemnity Fund, but are still working to ensure a viable future for run-off cover. And we continue to provide resources on mental health. But let us speak for a second on clear, definitive successes, changes to the very law of this jurisdiction, or in some cases, the prevention of harmful changes. The Overseas Operations Act became law in April. Its new presumption against prosecution does not, despite the UK government's original intentions, apply for crimes against humanity, genocide, torture, and war crimes, thanks to our strenuous lobbying. The Professional Qualifications Bill completed committee stage in the House of Lords in June this year, and will revoke the EU system of qualification recognition and replace it with a new framework. When it was announced, members came to us and raised concerns that, as drafted, the bill could allow foreign bars to challenge the independence of UK solicitors and barristers, since it potentially permits the UK government to make decisions on equivalence. We listened, we influenced, and we were assured that government amendments solving the issue will be brought upon the bill's return to Parliament. Professional reputation and practice rights abroad safeguarded. And the Judicial Review and Courts Bill was published in July without some of the more objectionable proposals from the UK government's initial consultation on ouster clauses and nullity, a victory for our early engagement with the UK government on this issue. The rule of law upheld. And although it is sombre, Subject, I would like to speak a little about Afghanistan. The Law Society has an important role to play in supporting women in the law in other jurisdictions as well as our own, especially where they have come under threat. I am therefore incredibly proud of the role the Society was able to play during the unfolding of the tragic events in Afghanistan a few weeks ago. And as the situation evolved in the first few days of the final withdrawal, we stressed to the highest levels of the UK government the perilous situation faced by legal professionals in the country. We were and are especially concerned for the safety of 270 women judges and 170 women lawyers and prosecutors. And we called on the UK government to ensure that lawyers, judges, and those that work to safeguard the rule of law are included in the resettlement scheme or Afghan relocations and assistance policy. And the UK government responded positively. Given the critical situation on the ground, we urged the UK government to act fast and process applications expeditiously. And we have supported efforts to evacuate women judges and prosecutors immediately by sharing information and details with the Foreign Office. And I am pleased to say that these efforts, both including women judges in the UK government's priority refugee scheme and information sharing on those needing evacuation, were taken forward alongside the UK government. And I like to think we've helped make a difference to an incredibly difficult situation in a way that mitigates some of the adversities specifically faced by Afghan women. And we share a bond with lawyers across the world and will always work in solidarity with them in the face of adversity, abuse and oppression. But leaving Afghanistan behind us now, we look to the future. We still have much to do. And I stand by my belief that anyone with the necessary skills, knowledge and commitment to become a solicitor should be supported, enabled and empowered for as long as they wish to be a solicitor. And it remains my mission to leave the legal profession more diverse and inclusive than the one I entered. And it must be a shared ambition, with each and every one of us playing our part. My vision for the profession is one in which we will build upon the progress we have made at entry level and address the retention and progression gaps we see in mid-career. Anyone with the necessary skills, knowledge and commitment to become a solicitor should be supported, enabled and empowered to stay in the profession for as long as they wish to be a solicitor. Because solicitors should reflect the society they serve. We eagerly await and prepare for the Ministry of Justice's reviews of criminal legal aid, the sustainability of civil legal aid, and the legal aid means tests. Access to justice remains paramount, for if people cannot enforce their rights, those rights may well not exist. And the justice system will always rest on the shoulders of those who operate, navigate, and facilitate it, solicitors. The solicitor role is changing, and we will continue to support them as it does, with resources on law tech, on new legislation, and on how to adjust to the mental health challenges of the post-pandemic workplace settlement. But despite these challenges, I feel ready, willing, and able to helm our profession for another year, emboldened by the support and confidence of my fellow council members, staff, and you, members of the profession. I've always wanted to break down barriers, and in becoming the first person of colour to become president, I did just that. Now here's to another year of breaking down barriers to accessing justice, to overseas markets, and ultimately to a thriving profession, all the while striving to protect the rule of law. We're solicitors, we're the Law Society, it's what we do. Thank you.
Gives me great pleasure to be here to witness the inauguration of the President. And as a person of faith, I know that troubled times will come. However, I do hope and pray that the sentiments of this song you will carry with you throughout your presidency. Thank you.
No need to fear when times of trouble come. Oppression's storm beats at your door. No need to fear. No need to fear, though evil seems so strong. Their pride and power is not for long. Be still, my soul, and trust in God, and place your life into His hand, for He will never fail you. And in the morning you'll see His face. No need to fear. Don't fear. No need to fear the envy and the scorn of those who boast in what they own. No need to fear, for what remains when life's brief day is done? Their glories are a setting sun. But as for me, of this I'm sure, God will redeem my soul from death, and He will never fail me. And in the morning I'll see His face. And He will never fail you. No one can tear you from His love, and He will never forsake you. And in the morning you see His face. No need to fear. Don't fear.
the next item for this evening for you, if I could just introduce a recorded message from Bishop Rose Hudson Wilkin, the Bishop of Dover.
Stephanie, distinguished guest, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you how disappointed I am not to be with you in person at this time. Firstly, because I am just so happy for you and want to share in your joy. But secondly, I am disappointed not to be with you because this is history in the making. You're being inaugurated as the first person from a minority ethnic background as president of the Law Society of England and Wales. I believe it is not a coincidence that this inauguration is taking place in October, the month we celebrate as Black History Month. The reality, however, is that every month should be celebrated because this is really about all our history. The reality is that even long before your time, there were always women and men in your field who were more than good enough to sit at the head of this table as president of the Law Society of England and Wales. You see, it is vitally important that in all walks of life, in today's multi-ethnic Britain, that the leadership we see reflects all the people that it serves. The reality today is, as we mark Black History Month, is that we encourage everyone to embrace what it means to be part of the one human race. And that means we seek out the gifts and we celebrate it together. Every child, black or white, pink or blue, every child, when they look up, must be able to see images of themselves in every strata of society. You are forging the way ahead in the Law Society. I have every confidence that you will inhabit the role justly and that much good will be done for all whom you serve. I want to pray for you as you begin this next phase of your journey. So let us pray. God be in your head and in your understanding. God be in your eyes and in your looking. God be in your mouth and in your speaking. God be in your heart and in your thinking. God be with you in this journey you are about to embark on. And unto God's gracious mercy and protection I commit you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up the light of his countenance and fill you and all those whom you love, pray and care for this day with peace and joy. Amen.
Could I please welcome to the stage now Adeniki Adewola.
Good evening, everybody. It is an honor to be part of this very special day. I was invited by Stephanie herself last month at the Commonwealth Lawyers Association and was asked to perform for this special day. And I've been very excited just to be part of this historical moment. So congratulations and many thanks. The first song I will sing is Something Inside So Strong by Labi Sifre. The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become. The further you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can deny me, you can decide to turn your face away. No matter, 'cause there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. I thought that my pride was gone. Oh no. Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. You hide behind walls of Jericho. The lies will come tumbling. Deny my place in time. You squander wealth that's mine. My light will shine so brightly it will blind you. 'Cause there's something inside so strong, so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. I thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, when they insist that you're not good enough, well, you know better. Just look them in the eye and say, you're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna do it anyway. Say something inside so strong, so strong. And I know that I can make it. Yes, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. I thought that my pride was gone. Oh, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, when they insist that we're not good enough, oh, when you know better, Just look them in the eye and say, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. Say, you're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna do it anyway. Something inside so strong. I know I can make it, though you're doing me wrong so long. I thought that my pride was gone. No, something inside so strong. Oh no, I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong so wrong. I thought that my pride was gone, long gone. Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So the next song I'm about to sing is a song from The Greatest Showman. It's called This Is Me, and this was, again, suggested by Stephanie, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say. No one will want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say. No one will love you as you are. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, 'cause we are glorious. When the sharpest walls wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Oh, oh, oh. Another round of bullets hit my skin. Now fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. I am bursting through the barricades and reaching for the stars. Oh, that's what we've become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, 'cause we are glorious. When the sharpest world's gonna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood and drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching into the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Oh. Cut me down. I'm gonna send a flood and drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, It's who I'm meant to be. This is me. The count is here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. I'm reaching for the stars. There's nothing above the earth. No, this is me. Last song, I promise. The last song I'm singing is Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them the strength of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to look in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, that is the greatest love of all. I believe children are our future. Teach them well and they will lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside, and give them that sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. greatest love of all. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of, oh, you've been dreaming of, if it leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in love.
Next for you for this evening, we have a poem from the poet Deanne Roger.
Law has gone missing. They were last seen photocopy in their hands, over and over again muttering about not being recognised. Blank sheets of paper fall into their feet. Their eyes should be dancing, should be welcoming, should be accessible. Shouldn't be a pane of glass with nothing coming back the other way. You should be seen in the eyes of law. Law should see you and notice you. They're cheese and onion crisps for lunch after puttanesca pizza. They'll be sucking mints. Breath like air. Necessary. Their voice sometimes starts off as a whisper. Leaning close to hear. For some it becomes a roar. For some it rings out to voicemail. It should be whole-bodied. It should not be cruel. Found. Law staggering with grace, feigning ease, pushing a shopping cart big enough to be all things to all people. In it, packets of justice, cartons of equality, a loaf of liberty, flat-packed fairness, all these things and more, lifted by a remarkable hand, invisible, until gone.
And finally, to invite to the stage for a music performance, the Yehudi Menuhin School.
I should just like to tell you that two of our violinists are going to play Short Movement by Bach. First one is Henry, the second one is Miriam. And then there is going to be a movement from a quartet by Mendelssohn, which Mendelssohn wrote when he was about the same age as the performers.
Wow. Thank you all again for joining us this evening. It's been a pleasure to welcome Stephanie formally to her role as the President of the Law Society, and an even greater pleasure to have all of you able to share this evening after such a long period of isolation. I'm grateful to Paul Lee, Bishop Rose Hudson Wilkins, Adeniki Adewola, Deanna Roger, and the Yehudi Menuhin School for helping to make this evening's ceremony such a special event. I look forward to working with Stephanie to ensure we achieve our goals, support our members, and do the very best of our ability. We'll shortly have food and drinks and a reception, which I hope you'll all be able to stay for. It's been a pleasure to host you all at the Law Society again this evening. And just before we finish, could I invite to the stage the President, the Vice President, the Deputy Vice President, and the Chairman, please. And they're going to play for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the team, the top team. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. It has been a privilege to have you in our company. And as we stand here and commit to serving you as office holders, and as CEO and as our Chair of the Board, please do enjoy the rest of the